Jin BTS shocked upon arriving at military hospital. Jungkook in critical condition. What really happened to Jungkook? Why did his condition suddenly worsen to the point that Jin BTS had to rush to the military hospital in a panic? Is this more severe than imagined? Or is something being hidden? Jin BTS had just completed his military service when an emergency call made him hurry to the military hospital. Upon arrival, his face was pale, his gaze empty, and his body visibly trembling. He never expected that his beloved younger brother in BTS, Jungkook, was in such a critical condition, barely conscious. Reliable sources reported that Jungkook had been rushed to the hospital after his health took a sudden and drastic downturn, a military call that changed everything at first. Jin thought the call from the military was just a routine procedure or administrative matter. However, the moment he picked up the phone and heard the panicked voice on the other end, his world seemed to crumble before him. "You need to come right now. This is serious," the voice on the phone urged, without giving much explanation. Jin, who was usually calm, immediately lost his composure. He rushed to the military hospital where Jungkook was being treated. Jungkook's condition was horrifying. When Jin arrived at the hospital, he was immediately greeted by the medical team with shocking information. Jungkook was in critical condition. His heartbeat was unstable, his blood pressure had dropped drastically, and his body was so weak that he was barely recognizable. This news quickly spread, causing ARMY worldwide to panic and flood social media with prayers and hopes that Jungkook would survive. "This is worse than we imagined," said one medical staff member who wished to remain anonymous. What is the real cause? Speculation began circulating about what had caused Jungkook's sudden deterioration. Some sources claimed this was a consequence of a past illness he suffered during military service. There were strong suspicions that Jungkook was experiencing severe complications from a food poisoning incident that had occurred months ago. He seemed to have recovered, but then everything turned into a nightmare, said an insider familiar with his condition from the start. 10 terrifying diagnoses that shocked everyone. According to the latest lab results from the medical team, Jungkook was diagnosed with more than 10 alarming medical conditions. Some of these included internal organ disorders, acute infections, and a weakened immune system, making his body highly vulnerable to other illnesses. Even more shocking, there were indications that this was not caused by just one factor, but rather an accumulation of multiple undetected complications. Korean hospitals gave up. Jungkook had to be evacuated. The situation worsened when the doctors at the military hospital admitted they were struggling to manage Jungkook's condition. "We have done our best, but his case is extremely complex," said a doctor with a defeated tone. As a result, discussions quickly arose about the possibility of transferring Jungkook to an overseas hospital with more advanced medical facilities. The United States was rumored to be the primary destination, as it has specialized hospitals capable of handling rare and complex medical cases like this. HYBE and the military hiding something? To date, HYBE has not issued an official statement about Jungkook's condition. The agency's silence has only fueled wild speculation among ARMY and the media. Various conspiracy theories have emerged, one of which suggests that Jungkook's condition is actually far worse than what has been disclosed to the public. Is something being deliberately kept secret to prevent mass panic? Or is this part of a strategy to prevent the news from escalating further in the media? Condition stabilizes. Jungkook returns to Korea after undergoing intensive treatment. A glimmer of hope finally appeared. Jungkook began showing positive responses to the medical treatments, though he remained extremely weak. The doctors treating him abroad gave the green light for his return to Korea, where he would continue his recovery under strict medical supervision. His return was met with an outpouring of emotion from fans who had been praying for him from the very beginning. Shocking news. Jungkook must return to military service. However, just as ARMY began to feel relieved, another piece of news surfaced that caused yet another uproar. Jungkook was reportedly set to return to military service once his condition was deemed stable. This news immediately sparked heated debates among fans. Many questioned whether his body was strong enough to endure the physically demanding environment of the military, especially after suffering from such a serious health condition. Is this really the right decision? One fan asked in a highly discussed online forum, "Is Jungkook really ready?" With everything that has transpired, the biggest question remains, is Jungkook truly ready to return to military service, or is this a decision that is being forced upon him? Many hope that Jungkook's health will be prioritized above all else before any major decisions are made. However, as of now, there has been no official statement from the military or HYB regarding the certainty of his military enlistment schedule. Conclusion: Jungkook's future remains a mystery. Jungkook's journey in dealing with his health struggles is far from over. Although he has returned to Korea, questions about his well-being and future with BTS remain a mystery. One thing is certain: Army worldwide will never stop supporting him, no matter what happens. Now, the world can only wait and hope for the best for the Golden Magne. Do you believe Jungkook is truly ready to return to military service? Or is something still being hidden from the public? Share your thoughts. Is Jungkook really seriously ill? Conspiracy theories, speculations, and the truth that remains a mystery. After the shocking news about Jungkook's critical condition in a military hospital, various speculations and theories began to emerge. Did Jungkook really suffer from a severe health issue that required him to be rushed abroad? Or is there something deliberately being kept from the public? Why is there so little information about his health? And are HYB and the military hiding the real facts? Let's dive deeper. Why did Jungkook suddenly become critical? Army starts questioning. Since the news of Jungkook's condition spread, armies worldwide have been questioning how an idol known for his strong physique and healthy lifestyle could suddenly fall ill in such a severe manner. Is this truly the effect of an old illness caused by food poisoning, or is there another factor that hasn't been revealed to the public? Many fans have begun speculating that something unusual is going on in this case. Some of the theories circulating on social media suggest that Jungkook experienced overwork or extreme stress during his military service, which worsened his health condition. There is a possibility that Jungkook contracted an infection due to unhygienic conditions during his military duties. HYB and the military are covering up a more horrifying truth to avoid causing panic among fans. Or, even more extreme, could this just be a diversion from something much bigger happening in the Korean entertainment industry? Did Jin BTS really experience a shocking moment upon seeing Jungkook in critical condition at the military hospital? Or is this just a news story exaggerated to grab public attention? Many fans feel anxious and scared, but there are also those who doubt the truth of this incident. Is the media merely trying to create a stir by spreading news that shakes the emotions of Army? Or is this truly a reality happening behind the tightly sealed walls of the military hospital? We have often seen how rumors and speculation spread rapidly in the entertainment world, especially when it involves huge idols like BTS. But how far can we trust the information circulating? Without an official statement from HYB or the military, are we merely victims of media manipulation playing with our emotions and expectations? One thing is certain: this news has sparked a massive public reaction. Some immediately believe and immerse themselves in concern, while others remain skeptical and question its truth. Do you believe that Jungkook is indeed in critical condition and that Jin truly had an emotional moment at the hospital? Or do you think this is just a hoax created to generate sensation? Let's discuss. What is your opinion? Does this news reflect reality? Or is it merely media fabrication? Share your thoughts and don't hesitate to ask questions that might uncover clearer facts.